Hey, this is Chris Spiker.
I'm Eric Goldstein. We are here with our first guest, Ron Hier from the Hier Advantage.
Hey, welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Ron, how have you been?
I've been really good. Been a great year.
How is the winter in the Antelope Valley for you and for real estate?
It's different than the spring, that's for sure. But homes sell all year long. A little bit slower in the winter months because people have plenty of things to do with Thanksgiving and all of the holidays in December and the first part of the year in January.
What, you mean people plan on selling a house? They don't just wake up one morning and say, I need to call Ron Hier.
Yeah, absolutely. It is not a lengthy process, but it's not you wake up and you sell your house or buy a house. You plan, most people plan much in advance.
We knew that we were going to be talking to you today, and Aaron said, you know, these realtors that just hit you over the head, like, hey, you want to sell your house? You want to list your house? It's like, I wouldn't buy from them. So how do you do it?
Yeah, it's usually a relationship, for a long-term relationship to get to know each other, and then you want to know if you can work together. So, you know, the feeling out process of, can this guy help me? Does he have my best interest in his mind? And then if they do, I think that then they can move forward with purchasing or selling a home.
What a wonderful choice you have when you're buying something. A lot of choices. I mean, what are the quantities? You look for location, and you look for, does it have this, and the different features.
Right, so we have them all. We have old homes, we have new homes, there's a big and small, east side, west side, you know, and there's all of the neighborhoods have good homes in them. And we have a lot to choose from out here in the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What's the inventory like right now?
So the inventory has increased over the year. So back in January of 2018, we had about 850 homes in the inventory. Today we have a little bit under 1,500, so it's gone up as the year progressed. But that's twice as many, so to speak, as we had at the beginning of last year.
Hey, can you give me some of the secrets about what makes you such a successful realtor? I mean, what kind of gets you above the herd?
You know, the main thing, I think it's the communication and listening. Some people want to beat you over the head with everything that they do, and I do a lot, but if you don't listen to what your clients are looking for, whether they're buying or selling, I don't know how you can help them.
I'm seeing you put out a lot of videos.
We do.
It's either you're standing in front of a house, or you've got a selfie stick, or there's a drone flying above you.
Yeah, and you have to market the properties and yourself too. You know, if people don't know you're out there, then they can't call you. But we do a lot of marketing for the buyers and for sellers so that they can get their property exposed to as many potential buyers as possible.
Well, you've been in the Valley a long time, first as a business owner and now as a realtor. And so does that help you in what you do?
It really does, you know. Some of the lineage here, because I was born and raised here, my mom was born and raised here, and it helps to know a lot of people. And I've been with the Chamber of Commerce, the Knights of Columbus. I have my own business networking. So, you know, if you know a lot of people, and if you don't have the answers to something, you've got people to go to that do have answers.
Who are some of your mentors? Can you tell me?
Yeah, the guy sitting next to me right now is a real good mentor.
Woohoo!
Chris and I.
Merry Christmas.
Very good. Thank you. And then some of the other people in the business network that we have, Mark Horvidal Construction is real good. Mark Hemstreet, and he's in charge of the CEO, I believe,
right,
of
he's coming in here
the Chamber
next.
of Commerce. Excellent. Yeah, and and I just look and observe other people too. So it's not necessarily just one person as a mentor, and we can look to follow people that are doing good things out there.
Your mom was born in the Antelope Valley.
How about that?
Wow.
I know.
That's the Godey family?
It was the Godey family, and my grandfather, Francis Godey, was born in the Antelope Valley. And his dad homesteaded out here in 1800s, something like that. So we've been here a long time.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been here a long time, and and I'm not going anywhere. So I
It's
like it
still
out
a
here.
lovely place to live, isn't it?
It really is. You know, the best thing I like, well, lots of good things. But if you wanted to go to LA and watch a sporting event, or go to a restaurant, go to the beach, go to the mountains, you can go do that. And then you get to come home. You don't have to deal with all of the traffic and everything that LA has. Not so much out here.
Usually not horns honking all night. No freeway traffic.
No, I've been downtown LA at midnight, and you're like, where are all these people coming from? It's just a lot of people. It's just a lot of people.
A lot of people all together.
Yes.
All in the same place.
It seems like they're all on the freeway sometimes.
Yeah. So that's kind of why we started AV Nice, just realizing the Antelope Valley is a nice place full of nice people.
Yes, and one of the other nice things, aside of the people out here, is that I used to get mad when the wind would blow. Okay, but now as older I get, it's like, man, if the wind didn't blow, it wouldn't ever cool off out here like Vegas and Phoenix and places like that. So even in the middle of the summer, after 9 o'clock, it might be 80 degrees as opposed to 100. So I like it out here.
When the wind blows, something's going on over the coast.
Yeah.
and east of here, 100 miles, something's going on.
Right. Yes.
So it all affects people differently.
That's true. And we have good weather. We have 4 seasons out here. We don't always get a bunch of snow, but it does get cold and it does get hot.
We know where the snow is.
It's close. We can go drive to it.
You can see it.
We don't have to play and you don't have to work in it all the time.
Do people buy and sell when they look at the interest rates, or how much does the interest rate play in buying and selling?
Right. So when you're looking to buy a home and you get pre-qualified in advance, one of the main things they look at is the interest rate, where you qualify for. So if the interest rate keeps raising, then it diminishes the buying power of that particular buyer. And hopefully they won't be raising the rates too much in the near future, because and they needed to, but they had in the last couple of years gone from basically 3.5% to 5%. Hopefully it doesn't get up to 5.5%. We'll see. But if it does do that, it's going to put some downward pressure on the housing prices, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think you will always be busy because you always answer your phone. Hey, and you even have an office.
I do have an office.
Where is that office?
It's really centrally located. It's off of 10th Street West and M14, 1008 West Avenue M14. So you can hop on the freeway and go to Lancaster, go to Palmdale, and it's easy to get to.
And you're upstairs.
Upstairs, a nice little view.
So you got a view, you provide a little exercise. I mean, you're a full-service shop.
Yeah, and it has parking, so it's really nice.
And it has parking,
Yeah.
which in the Antelope Valley is very important. Being a realtor, who are some of the sorts of businesses that are your main partners?
Right, so really the lending side, whether I'm representing a buyer or a seller, because if we get an out-of-the-area lender and I have the listing, we want to cross-reference the buyer's qualifications on if they do qualify. So qualifying is huge, so you need a lender, you need a home inspector, you need a wood-destroying organisms inspector. So those are, and then title and escrow companies, those are the main players in the whole transaction. They all take an integral part of the whole process.
Yeah. And earthquakes?
Yes, we have earthquakes out here, and there's what is it called? It is the Natural Hazards Zone Disclosure, which says, where the earthquake fault lines run in the Antelope Valley, around the Antelope Valley, and it just disclosures as any part of a purchase. It's always good.
I'm not too worried about that part of it, but hey, forecast for housing in the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, so recently we've seen some new construction out here, which is nice. We haven't had a whole bunch of that in the past few years. A few more builders coming in. Looks like we're getting a few more. And I don't think the builders would be coming in here if they thought we were already at the top of the market. So it looks like there will be a smaller increase in the percentage of equity year over year. So instead of being 7 to 15%, maybe we might have 2, 3, 4, 5% increase year over year. But I still think that's pretty good.
We're talking with Ron Hier, Hier Advantage Real Estate. Do you know the whole Antelope Valley? Well, you must. You've been around for 100 years.
Most of it. I've been in most of it. Yes.
Yeah. So there's south, and there's Leona Valley. There's even Acton.
Yes, goes to Acton, and Cal City,
So you do stuff in Kern County?
Kern County, yes. So, I mean, and it really not too far outside of the Antelope Valley, but we do go to Tehachapi, we do go to Santa Clarita, they're only a half hour away, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's going to involve you going out there and showing a house or looking at a house with a prospective buyer.
Right, and we have access to all of the multiple listings, the inventory that's in there, the county records that have how many bedrooms, baths, when it was built, and things like that. So, yeah, and you do your homework on any particular property that someone's either purchasing or selling.
You help them out. You buy, you sell.
Yes,
Sometimes you do both in the same property.
sometimes we do both.
We've got just 1 minute left, so what am I forgetting to ask you?
No, it's all good out there. I mean, there's the paperwork is really important in the for the loan side, but for
Right.
sure purchasing and selling, and the disclosures to cover yourself. They're not hiding anything. It's just letting the buyers and the sellers know what is available. And what needs to be taken care of, whether you need a home inspection, a termite report, lead-based paint, all of the other things that go on in the purchase of a home.
And that's why you hire a professional to help you through that.
Absolutely.
And Ron Hier, do you ever answer questions? People call you?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
What do you charge for that?
I don't charge them anything.
Oh boy, what's your phone number again?
Yeah, 661-406-1562.
Thanks for being on the show, Ron, and thank you very much for being a member of the Lancaster Chamber.
Thank you very much, Chris. We appreciate that.